Yeah, Mary's been waiting by... he had to... I don't know about the notifications. He's too busy. Steve is a busy man. He's a busy man. What do you want to do? All right. Here we go. Just give everybody a little time. Mm-hmm. So, I think already 14 people watching. Iban Youssef, T. Pepperoni. Good day. Thank you. Yes, David.
Fanta always has the notifications going on.
Yeah. But I think we should, what's going on over here? I think we should get the show on the road, Steve. It's past our bedtime. What do we have over here? We're ready, Steve.
Yeah.
This is for a bonanum of Neil Peart. Legendary drummer. Canadian from Rush. So we're going to give him a shout out. Cari amici sportivi. Welcome yet to another edition of the Milan Weekly Podcast, where we talk about everything Milan.
Yeah.
One win in a row, Milan.
One win in a row.
He's 38, but he still seems to... He's got it. Still got it, but let's hold ourselves back. It is one game, and we're not professionals, nor do we pretend to be. Stevie P, Vinny T, faithfully here every Monday. Sorry, a little late. Steve is a busy man. He's a busy man. He's got kids. He has to go pick up the in-laws at the airport. But this is his hour of therapy, as he likes to call it. Yes, Steve?
Yeah.
Thank you to all watching. Hello to everybody on YouTube land. We got Larry. I believe I've never seen Larry there before.
Oh, welcome, Larry.
Welcome. Simon's there. Simon was with us at he already had the Ibrahimovic jersey already over there at the bar.
Simon comes prepared.
Yes, and special shout out to Milan Club Dublin. Did you see the president Fabio Re got the last picture of Lord Borini, Capitan Futuro? Unfortunately, not anymore, as his last picture as a Milanista. But we're not here to talk about Borini.
It's about time.
What? Don't take his name in vain, please. Please.
It's about time.
Guys, finally, a win. 3 points. Well played. Different formation, which we are going to get into. But before we do, Presidente did send us some points. And we've been summoned, the Milan Club admins and helpers and interns.
Yep.
That's, well, Presidente didn't really call them interns, but he'll let them know on Wednesday. About we got to meet up and see what's cooking.
The plans. 2020 plans.
But Steve, can you just before we start, can you please bring out your inner Bob Ross? Paint us a picture on how these presidential points came to be.
Presidente sent out a communique via fax to all of us admins.
Yes, we did.
Asking us for our points and agenda, because everything is timed for it, Presidente. Right?
Yeah.
Can't screw around, not a minute lost, right? We got pickup of Jan at 6:30, the Lormier Metro. Jan, you better be there on time.
Don't fuck around.
Then he's got a half an hour drive, 25 minutes exactly, drive to Chacharo Sports Bar, where we will have an admit, maybe or maybe not, we will be eating at that time, depending on the finances. Of course, Presidente will have an air freshener, selected choice, brand new for you, Jan, coconut vanilla mix. But coconut vanilla mix, guys, he doesn't buy air fresheners. He takes the pebbles from the fleecy, puts them in, when you do your communion or your confirmation, the confettis come inside the net.
Yeah.
He reuses the confetti nets as an air freshener, guys, so that he can smell sublime, El Presidente. After his 25-minute car ride, ladies and gentlemen, he parks the Ferrari F50 at Chacharo Sports Bar, gets out with Jan, takes a stroll of exactly 25 seconds to the door, opens the door, greets all his citizens, ladies and gentlemen, and the admit meeting begins.
So Jan maybe thought that it was going to get it in the 1970 Monte
No,
Carlo.
he's
No,
bringing
no,
the Ferrari. He's bringing it because he did all his calculations. It's Mercato madness. He took the Ferrari on loan. Option to buy. Option to buy. Parameta zero.
Not diritto di riscatto, obbligo di riscatto.
No, diritto di riscatto.
Okay.
At zero the loan, though, not a penny.
No, at zero the loan.
Not a penny. First Lady would not approve that sale. Never.
I'm gonna start you guys off. Thank you for that, Steve. Some words from Colin. Guys, it's been 2 weeks. Buon anno, fratelli. Finally a win and clean sheet. Convincing win, he asks. Still up for debate, but I can see improvement with Ibra. Midfield and defense need to be overhauled. How Cagliari can go from taking the ball in their box and putting pressure on Donnarumma in the same play is very bad. Our defensive players need more balls and actually defend our goal. Gigio was our savior again, and I feel that whatever Raiola asks, we should do it. We need a whole new squad of players like this. The next few games will be key, and we can't falter now. I'll keep it short. Un abbraccio, fratelli, and Forza Milan. Thank you,
Colin.
Colin.
He kept it short.
This is a short one.
Short message from Colin.
But this brings me to my point, Steve. I
Cagliari
know we were happy, right?
Cagliari
sucked a lot, right? But I know it was a great feeling, and I know that people, most of social media will go with results. But were you okay? This is a good sign, right? But it's only one game. How did you feel about watching the game on Saturday?
I like the fact that they showed a little bit of grinta.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that Ibra was able to do exactly what we paid for, and what unfortunately Piatek was not able to do, and we paid dearly for.
Yes, we did.
Is hold up the ball for our midfield to catch up and get some ideas in the final third. Leao's goal, call it lucky, but a fantastic ball in, good control. That's what you need to get lucky.
We need balls. We need goals like that. Yeah,
we need a bit of luck. We needed that luck, but Ibra's goal Pepino's is not looking good. Ibra's goal was exactly what we've been trying to do for months now, is get someone in a dangerous position. And yes, Piatek would have found himself in that dangerous position, but probably would have missed the net.
Most probably.
And that's unfortunately why there's these talks of him moving on from Milan. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But did I like it? Yes, that we won. I'm very happy. But I'm a realist, and Cagliari sucked. They were terrible. We actually manufactured their chances for them.
Yeah.
Donnarumma, look, say you want to call him savior. I don't think he was that busy.
They had their chances, Steve.
He has to make those saves, and he made those saves.
Yeah, almost a blunder there, but at least we saved ourselves. Presidential point number 1, 4-3-3 to 4-4-2. Speaking to Milan TV after the game, Castillejo was asked what changed tactically for Milan going from a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2 formation. Samu said, I believe the system in modern football doesn't change. It is more a question of mentality of the players to adapt to what the coach is proposing. The formation doesn't matter. What matters is the desire to win. Question 1, from a tactical viewpoint, what did you like about this new formation and what didn't you like? I liked Castillejo. I liked Kessie.
Yeah.
Seeing the Kessie of old.
Kessie did what he is paid to do. Recuperate balls and give them away.
Exactly.
Recuperate balls and not give them away to the other team. Give them off to someone who's going to be able to do a bit more. I like the dynamic between him and Castillejo. I found that Castillejo was a workhorse. He did not stop running.
No.
Is he limited in talent? Yes. Does he have speed to kill? Yes. Did he slow down the game like Suso? No. Thus, we had and looked a bit more dangerous.
Yeah.
He helped Calabria on that right-hand side.
Yes, he did.
Calabria got hurt again. Fatte de carte, which we have 2 right backs that are made of paper.
Yeah.
Conti came in, didn't change much because Cagliari was just terrible.
Yeah.
But against a better team, we need to do more in the final third to get and bury those chances.
The difference too, like you were saying, the long balls to Ibra controlling the ball. all depending on the formation. But people were saying we're throwing around 4-3-1-2, or maybe to have Benacer in that position, or
Guys,
maybe
you could
to
throw around all the numbers you want: 4-4-2, 5-4-6-7-8, 9-10. It's just what you see when you open your phone, and that's where they start. There's in-game changes that need to happen. There's adjustments that need to happen. People will shift from wing to wing.
Jack just seemed out of place. Jack seemed out of place. Canoglu didn't have a great game, but it was a better than his last couple of games.
It's better just because we won. It was not a good game. He should not have started. You set the tone with Suso. You should have went through with it. And we said it last week. Have some balls and sit them both. There was no reason for Hakan to be on that field.
So he
didn't give us anything.
You would have started Jack.
You could have given Jack Bonaventura another start. You could have given Paquetá another start.
Paquetá. We're forgetting
about Paquetá. I don't understand, and it'll probably be a question in the Ask Vinny and Steve, why Paquetá doesn't get a chance.
Question number 2, Steve first. What is it always Steve first?
I don't know.
How good does it feel to have Samu echo your words that you've been saying many times on the podcast? Just put the 11 players on the field that will give you the best chance to win. It is a good feeling to see Samu not stopping at every... Like, he's running, he's not stopping, and away we go.
Samu, non-stop running. The big factor and the big change in mentality is going to come from Leao.
Yes.
He looked like someone who played in Derby de la Madonnina and didn't have someone to look up to. Now he has this father, big brother figure, which is Ibra. You better listen to him. He's going to get slapped.
Yeah.
And it's for his best benefit and his career to learn from someone like that. And it's everything. Mindset, how you play the game, where you're going, what angles to take, training, eating, I don't know, attitude, anything.
And it comes back to, like, people want to talk about, he's 38 years old and this and that. But I know it's only one game, but as true Milanistas, that's what we said. We didn't buy him for the goals. Yes, obviously they helped on the game. And even though he was offside by a nose over there, but this whole mentality, and who was saying, David, I think, was saying that Hakan, if Piontek was there, he wouldn't have been making those passes to Piontek.
It probably would not have made that.
And Ibra finds that cross from Leao, even some cross from Shot. He's finding his way all the way.
That goal was even offside, but he got it on net and he got it behind the net. Yep. It's just something mentally. It's like, hey, we could do that now. The long ball is an option now, and the long ball, guys, for us here, seems like, we're just booting it out. You have to be able to mix it up a bit. And that was the problem with Milan before. They knew that they would take the ball they would try to pass the ball out of the back. They would go on the right-hand side. It would go to Suso. He would slow down everything, make sure that all the other team's defense is back in place, and then put it across.
Yeah.
Now we have the long ball. The long ball, is it going to find Ibra all the time? Probably not.
Most of the time.
Are the smarter teams and the better teams going to put 2 people on Ibra? You bet your balls. You bet your balls.
Which that's what happened with the Nocherinos and the Boatangs of this world, where they will get freed up.
Putting 2 people on Ibra means that someone will be free. And the other teams, I don't know why, they gambled and they won. They said, Piontek, I don't need to put 2 guys on him. In the end, when it's going to get to him, I'm going to have 4 people around him anyways. So why would I double mark Piontek? There's no need for him. You don't score, they're not going to give you the attention. Ibra demands the attention.
That's it.
It's simple. It's so simple that we should have done this at the beginning of the year.
I know, Steve. I know. Mercato update. Mercato Monday is a story. Milan has been busy with a few loans. Moment of silence for me for Borini. That's right. Giuseppe Reina to Aston Villa, replaced by Begovic, and Caldara to Atalanta. Rebesai, you want to go ahead and try?
Who?
Kajar.
Signing. Giuseppe Reina is a dry loan, though.
Yes, I think they're both loaned out for the 6 months. I think they want to get helped out at Aston Villa. Lots of rumors going on regarding Rodriguez, Suso, Piontek, Rebic, Çalhanoğlu, and Paquetá. The Caldara loan with option to buy triggered the fans, especially when it was rumored Milan was even paying parts of Caldara's salary. Why do you think Milan did this move now instead of doing it in the summer? We wouldn't be this frustrated if we knew, Presidente. Yeah. I was trying to look at this from a point, Steve, to go, okay, which this is going to be a Tommy question we're going to ask him, but if it's not for monetary purposes, right? It's not like we offloaded salary. Even if we were paying, so whatever. We loaned them out with a diretto di riscatto, not obbligo, right? So they don't have to buy them. So he can basically come back in a year and a half, if I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah.
So what was the point of getting rid of Caldara and get this guy? I'm trying, guys, help me understand.
I don't know. Everybody's saying the injury. I get it, guys. I get it. But you there was a tweet that was fantastic. We basically threw $40 million in the garbage.
Yeah.
The whole Higuain, Bonucci, Caldara bullshit saga with these ladri of Juventini, they ended up winning again. That's why I don't want anybody from Juve anymore. I don't want Mandzukic. Good that he went to wherever he went.
How about Demiral getting that injury?
That's an unfortunate injury. He's a good player.
But
did
it
I want
sucks
him
that
on my team?
That he makes one appearance in the season and he gets...
But unfortunately, Zaniolo hurt again, another knee injury. Guys, these are injuries. I don't wish injury upon anybody. I don't wish injury on Demiral. I don't want Demiral. Tell me now, Steve, but we signed Kajar. Kajar. 30 years too late. 30 years too late.
Wasn't he at Roma like 15 years ago?
Who knows? He was at Palermo, Roma. Who knows where he was? This is l'uomo senza parole signing.
Yeah.
And who said yes to this? Maldini and Boban. Now, you're going to say, hey, maybe he's going to bring in a bit of, leadership. Bullshit. How can I take this guy serious? He's been going around and around and around.
I have no... let's ask Tommy. Maybe Tommy knows. Who knows? Maybe Tommy has an opinion on the matter. Well, he always has an opinion on any matter.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Newly father of a new Milanista. Congratulations, and you're getting the congratulations from the YouTube world, Tommy.
Thank you very much. That's well appreciated.
And but we called you for a specific reason. We have a question for you, Tommy. What's
the question?
What do you think the reason is for the Caldara loan and getting Kajer?
This is a blank stupidity I've seen from Milan. 40 million euros thrown to the garbage. Higuain, Caldara, and on top of it all, Caldara never was given a chance. How could you even think about loaning a guy that has barely played maybe 2 games, maybe not even full game?
Well,
you loan him out, and then you're even going to pay his salary?
Your brother's saying the problem with Caldara wasn't the injuries, but the salary, 2 million a year compared to Kajer at 700,000 euros. And from what I heard,
where did he come from? You're gonna compare Caldara to this guy Kajer. Who is this guy? Where did he come from?
I don't know. He's got experience.
Sevilla,
Fenerbahce. What kind of leadership you gonna get from this guy?
Nothing.
Please,
squat.
Come on.
So in the end, let's talk about what did you think about the Cagliari?
And I'm gonna correct you now.
Oh, what?
He's now known as Zio Massimo.
Zio Massimo. Sorry, Zio
Congratulations to Massimo too, Zio. All kinds of money it's gonna cost you, Massimo. All kinds.
So, Tommy, tell us how was. Go ahead.
Look, I'll tell you the thing. When you see Ibrahimovic play, you could see that his touches are world class. But look who he's playing with, Caduti Bidoni. And the biggest one of them all is this guy, Çalhanoğlu. I don't know what this guy is doing on the field. I have no idea why they keep on putting him on. And how come they're preferring this guy to Paquetá? And I heard something else this week on Twitter. A guy came on and saying that this cadaver of Çalhanoğlu is the best number 10 that Milan ever had. Are you fucking blind or are you deficiente completamente? A guy who said that deserves to be in a mental institution. Because if this guy is the best number 10 Milan ever had, Savicevic then was a god
But
to Milan.
those are called trolls,
Fully
Tommy.
was a god to Milan. These guys that all had numbers. Seedorf was a god to Milan. Because Hakan, in my book, is a complete garbage. A garbage can.
That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. But Tommy, let's very fast. Presidente wanted to ask us about the Coppa Italia. What do you think? Are you rotating the players? Who are you putting on? Do we concentrate on this Coppa Italia? What would you do?
Look, we need to concentrate on this Coppa Italia because I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. If we don't, at least we don't win Coppa Italia, we could get into a competition because I don't see us finishing anywhere between the first six. Ibra is of great help, and he's literally bringing on the team on his own shoulders. But it's a bit too late, I think, because we only brought him in January. This guy should have started playing with us in August. If we would have had Ibra in August, it would have been a completely different story. But of course, when you have an imbecile, un ignorante, uno stronzo like Gazzidis that thinks Milan is Arsenal, this is what's happening. And I just hope that Milan gets sold anytime soon so we can get rid of this guy. Because this guy, un ignorante, he thinks that Serie A is the premiership. And if we continue going with this guy, I'm sorry to say, not even in 10 years we'll make any competitions. We won't make the Champions League. Because Milan, you know what it has become? It became a circus. They're going to get people. This guy is in Banguiri, he doesn't play here. Oh, hold on. Let's bring him in because he's not getting paid that much. Oh, hold on. There's another guy here. He's but it doesn't matter. We're going to bring him in. And then what happens? You all have a bunch of fucking morons on the field. Tutti bidoni, and this is the result. So you have one Perno that is good, but the rest, who do you have? Who does he play with? I wouldn't be surprised if come in June he's going to tell you, hey, trade me because I don't want to be here.
And the guys, by the way, this is Tommy Happy. This is Tommy Happy after a win there. But, you're speaking a lot about cadavers, everything. I know we're running a little late, but I'm sure,
Mattia Destro is my cadaver of the week.
Mattia Destro.
This guy came to Milan, I think it was in 2015. Ha fatto 15 presenze, 3 gol. And this guy, they defined him as un campione. They masqueraded him as un campione. Ma parliamoci chiaro. Guys, let's
where is he at, Mattia Destro? It
was a bidone in disguise.
He definitely was no bidone, but I guess we can't wait until you bidone of the year. I guess we have some runners up, but we got another 19 weeks because he.
He's the halfway winter champion.
And you saw how Campione d'Inverno at the last day, Juventus takes it.
These guys are going to be Campione d'Inverno, but I told you what. Actually, today I had a conversation with a guy. He told me with this hat, because I was wearing a Milan hat, that he wasn't happy to serve me, but he served me anyways. And then I asked him, who you go with? He told me he goes with Juventus. Then I only asked him one thing. How many Champions Leagues do you guys have? And how many Champions Leagues do we have? And how many championships are you robbing every week? You're actually proud of that? You're proud that Mr. Agnelli buys the championships, but when he gets into the Champions League, non fa una merda. E continua a fare la merda, because you could even buy Gesù Cristo. Tu la Coppa dei Campioni non la vincerai, a meno che l'arbitro non vi dà la Coppa dei Campioni. Avere le tue stagni rigori, gol che non sono fatti, and things like that. That's the only way they're going to win. But other than that, era merda. That's it.
We missed it the next couple of weeks. Thank you, Tommy. Maybe we're going to see you on Sunday. We're playing Udinese.
Well, I'm going to try and make it. I can't promise you anything.
Yes, I know you got
Giuliano.
You got other
My
duties.
fellow Milanista, I'm gonna make him. I'm trying to train him with the proper thing.
There we go. So if you're not with us over there, you'll be with us in spirit. Thank you, Tommy, and have yourself a fantastic
So
night.
guys, once again, it was a great pleasure to talk to two fine, great gentlemen out there. The pleasure is all mine, guys.
Thank you very much, and go take care of the family. We're gonna talk soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
Have a good night, guys.
Ciao. Good old Tommy, yeah, good old Tommy. So thoughts out to Tommy. He's got to take care of the newborn child. He's already telling him Juve merda. So he's getting there. Milan Club Philly 42 minutes ago that he was stressed out. David, did we miss the podcast? Everything is fine.
We're here.
But he hashtagged it just to make sure, Thin Foot asking a question like many of us are probably wondering, with thoughts on the club being sold. I think there's a lot of smoke, and there's where there's a lot of smoke, there might be some fire. Steve, what do you think? Do you think it's a matter of if and not a question of when and not if?
We got the confirmation yesterday from Il Presidente.
Yes,
Please. The gentleman who tweeted that out was serious.
Luca Serafini is a serious journalist.
He don't fuck around.
And then, do you remember when he told us about the swap deal of Suso and Under?
Yeah.
A good friend of mine.
A good friend of his.
Who doesn't
Very
BS,
connected.
He's got the connections.
Guys, it's inevitable that this club is going to be sold. It's
think
now
so?
rumor number two. Rumor number two, and automatic denial. Not 2 days down the line. Like in the same day denial.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's being done on social media. I don't know why it's being done by Arnaud's son. It's obvious that he was interested or is still interested or is working with Elliot. But people, let's be honest. It's almost $1 billion operation.
Yep.
It's $1 billion are going to be changing hands, give or take a few million. Do you think that people would leak that information for no reason?
I like the Lille president talking about how they were bought out by Elliot, and how their plan was, if he goes, obviously to them to buy Milan was always to sell to a third party. He goes, look at Lille right now. He goes, the plans of selling the team was never in effect. We've sold over 100 million in the last couple of years for Mercato. We've stabilized financially, So he goes, the way you look at what Lille has done, what Elliot has done with Lille, and what Elliot has done with Milan, it just seems like they had more of a project at Lille than at Milan. It just seems like let's balance the books to make it look as nice as possible on paper.
No disrespect to Lille, but Lille ain't no AC Milan.
No, I know, but
so Lille was in the French league, and to be very honest, Joe, there's no competition in the French league. So that project for Elliot was basically clean them up, make them look pretty, and we're going to sell them to someone. Milan's project is a little bit different. Clean them up, okay. Sell them to someone else, okay. But this is a mega brand behind it.
But Steve, everybody's forgetting the fact is that they need to make people forget what Milan has gone through in the last 3 years. And the ability to possibly make us not think about it, because we're never going to forget, that's not going to happen after a year, Steve. Especially with you tweeted out Chloe's article that she spoke to Mr. Han Lee, his Mr. Yong Hong Lee's assistant, kind of like not really directly answering questions, but it was kind of nice to actually hear the other side of the story.
Yeah,
I think there was a
fantastic article.
I think there was a lot of rose-colored glasses answers from him,
and I'm pretty sure she wasn't. They probably vetted her questions before.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she would have probably asked the hard questions, and he was not going to get the hard answers. Was there a lot of fluff to his answers? Yeah. But still, it's kind of a little bit in depth where, Elliot wasn't really looking to help them. But in a business move, Vinny, why would they want to help Yong Hong Lee? when they know that they can pick up this club if he falls for default.
Yeah,
Or if he can't
there's a lot of
afford
stuff.
anymore.
There's a lot of stuff.
This is the world of the rich, guys. They don't care about Young Hong Lee and Han Lee. They swallow up, chew, and eat them out. This here is the real world. Elliot is in it to make money. Tommy gets mad at Gazidis. He's put there for a reason.
But Gazidis is doing a job, guys.
He's
We can
doing
hate
a
him all
job.
we want.
We can hate him all we want. But it's not Gazidis who's making these signings. Gazidis said yes to Piontek. Didn't work. He said yes to Paquetá. For some reason, it's not working. Unfortunately, yes, they have to cut salary. Yes, they're going to come with guys that are going to be paid less. But please, don't come with me with Qajar. Don't come with me with players that have they don't fit in this project, because there is no project. There still is no project. Even though you took on Ibrahimovic, the Qajar signing says we have no project. My anger at the Caldara sale is not because of the injuries, not because we're going to be paying half his salary, not because it's a loan of 18 months. It's because we did not give him a chance to maybe. People have had serious injuries and have come back and have built up a reputable career, have had serious injuries, illnesses, worse than what Caldara got.
There's something that's not being told,
Lazio
Steve.
gambled on Acerbi.
There's something that's
But
being
listen
told.
to me here.
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to my reasoning. Lazio gambled on Acerbi. Acerbi had a life-threatening disease.
Yeah.
They stuck with him. And they said, you know what? We're going to stick with you. He is the starting center back on Nacional. Caldara, am I saying that he's going to be the starting center back on Nacional? No. But you've already suffered for 1 year plus with his injuries.
But the fact that
give him a bit more time, and after a bit more time, if he's still injured, you find a way. But at least make him play.
The fact that he was fit to play several times throughout the last year and a half, 2 years, and they never made it onto the pitch. There's something, I don't know, there's just something that's not being told. Dylan Wilbur says, but why Hakan still? But seriously, Jack was an option. Obviously, Krunic is still available. After all this pure bullshit performances, how does Hakan start? Also, great win for Milan. He's saying hashtag pack Hakan's bags. Yeah, Dylan, we were talking about that before. We still have no idea. And you know what? He's probably still going to start the next game. No, they're going to sit him for Coppa Italia. They're going to sit him for Coppa Italia. Gino Farino had tweeted something saying we can't make this happen. Raiola offers Manchester United playmaker to AC Milan and 3 other clubs.
That's Jesse fucking Lingard, Christ. Raiola's offering us Jesse Lingard. He has not scored or assisted in 1 full calendar year. If we say yes to this, we might as well be called AC Raiola.
Did you not just say words out of your mouth? You got to give chances to people. Maybe a different scenario might.
We don't have the time to give chances to players that we're gonna buy. We're gonna spend money for Jesse Lingard. You think he's gonna come for 700,000? No. In the English Premier League, it's $7 million. He probably makes 700,000 a week. We're gonna pay Jesse Lingard. It's tradition. It's been since 1934. I can count maybe on my hands. Frank Antelope, I'm giving you a job. Tell me how many English players coming from England to Serie A have been successful.
Oof.
Name them off the top of your head. Even if you have to go to Google. I want you to go to Google. Go to Google and tell me.
Frank, you're on the job over there.
Frank.
Milanista NYC. Maldini and Boban just made some moves to free up some of the salary budget in addition to other potential sales coming up from the media. Who and how many impactful signings does Milan make before the end of the Mercato? Impactful signings? Impactful? By impactful meaning like it makes our head turns? I don't think anybody would.
There better be.
I think there might be more of an impactful sale. Like, getting rid of somebody like Like wouldn't you be surprised if they do sell Suso?
I would be surprised. Would it be something good? I would be surprised.
I'd still consider it impactful. Milan Amore Mio. Hey guys, with Milan clearly trying to cut wages off and successfully doing so, what sign is this? A garage sale of dead weight? Maybe a sell to Arnaud? Financial fair play? Hope we are making room for proven players with bigger wages after a poor start.
If it's to that tweet there kind of contradicts itself, because if you're slashing wages for financial fair play, you're going to end up buying players who have higher wages. I don't think that's...
I don't know the way it works. Nobody knows the way the financial fair play works.
Is it for a potential sale? I would assume that would be the logical reason.
Assuming that what they're doing makes it look good on paper. And guys, once again, we don't know these things, right? We're not professionals, nor do we pretend to be.
We have some English players that did good. Smalling, okay, it's a flip in the coin. Smalling, a dime a dozen. Beckham.
We're talking about not a season or two.
I didn't mind Beckham at Milan, but guys, he wasn't extraordinary. He was past his prime, and look
at the team he was
was on a fantastic team. Like, suit me up, 32 in the back. Trust me, I'm gonna whip in crosses.
But somebody that was good for like 3, 4, or 5 years.
Sabrina, you're on the clock. Tweet us out your financial fair play articles.
Thank you, Sabrina. Humud. Hi guys, hopefully the year 2020 will be the start of a better Milan. We need to be more aggressive to create chances. In which position must Maldini and Boban focus more for the Mercato? Midfield, the right, left back, number 10. About every single one of them. I think
it's very simple.
Right now, if we're going to go with a 4-4-2, we're not looking at wingers anymore.
You still need them. We need to be flexible. We need to be able to change. We need to be able to play to what our opponents are giving us and play to what we can take from our opponents.
So what is so wrong about my idea of turning Theo Hernandez into a winger? Gareth Bale did it.
Unfortunately, we don't have 3 center backs to play in to play it at the back, the 3 defense. You don't have it, Vince. And I don't think he's responsible enough defensively to play that position. And he doesn't cross. You notice that? That Theo Hernandez? I love him. I think he's a diamond in the rough. He found him. A credit to Maldini. Yeah. I'll give him credit when it's credit. But he needs to start whipping in some crosses because we're getting a faster Ricardo Rodriguez now.
Yeah. Leo Yasiki says, here's my mood after the Milan win. What is this? It's a chant in Spanish.
Don't know what that is.
But thank you for sharing. He was all into us. We have the Sarà perché tifiamo alla Milan. Ian Ferraro, not only because Ibra started and scored, and not because we didn't have to watch Suso, not even because we won, but how good did that fucking feel to finally see change and play differently with some different goddamn players. I wore my Milan jersey with pride again. You should always
wear your Milan jersey with pride
all the time, right? But Ian, I hear you. It felt good. But again, I think we need to keep our feet up on the ground. It was one game. If we come up with a blunder against Udinese, right? I know Udinese came up with a 3-0 win. They're due for a loss, Udinese. I think they're a couple of points away from the Europa League.
We cannot drop points against Udinese.
Hey, Zvanko's on there.
Zvanko, yes. David Platt. Frankie gave me some. Frankie put us on
Ray Wilkins.
Okay. David Platt with body.
Ray Wilkins had a couple of good years in Milan, yeah.
Jimmy Jervis. Gaza, yeah. I'll give you Gaza.
Gaza,
I'll give you Gaza. That's a long time ago, guys.
But Gaza was a world-class player.
Also.
Yeah.
He loved the Brewskis, but he was world-class.
Chris Torano, with all the rumors, exits, and the exits we have seen so far of high earners like Borini and Reina, do you guys think it's been done to simply satisfy financial fair play, or could we be clearing the deck for an outright sale? The Louis Vuitton rumors refuse to die even after denials. Again, I don't think a salary of our players are going from 30 million a year of salaries to 15 will make a difference in a sale of 850 million euros or anything like that. Then again, it could be a factor, but guys, I don't want to. Sabrina's going to tweet us out the financial fair play thing.
A couple of million. I think it's to write in the books.
Yeah.
But for a sale. I'm convinced. This is my personal opinion. You guys don't have to agree. I think this club is going to be sold by the summertime.
You
I
heard
think
it
it's
here
going to be
first.
sold by the summertime. That's my personal opinion. Zvanko, I'm going to give him to my hats off because Zvanko is up at 3:30 in the morning for us.
Yes, and he's always got
That's
kind
big.
words for Milan Club, the podcast, Milan Club Montreal, and he's the one that created the Rossoneri United there on the Facebook.
Rossoneri United.
Milanista again, NYC. I'm all for Ibra taking a starting role, but he is 38. I don't think he can play every game. So who will his successor be? Selling Piontek doesn't make sense. We will have to find a new prima punta. He brings a good point. It's, Ibra is good for, then again, Maldini played until he was 40. I know it's different as a defender, but I believe Maldini was doing more running than, look at Ibra. He ran, but it's not like he was going up and he was doing his
just
job.
Smart about it. And if you noticed Ibra in the pressing, and we were talking about it while watching the game, Ibra wasn't pressing.
No.
Castillejo and Leao were pressing.
Yeah.
Ibra dropped back, which is intelligent. We don't need Ibra to press.
He didn't like the fact that Pioli said they didn't have 90 minuti. And by the way, Steve, did anybody notice? No turtleneck, we win. I'm just saying.
It better get warmer then.
But
what was that question there?
He says like we need to find another
guys. Piontek, guys. Let's not stop falling in love with these players. Okay. Do I like Piontek when we signed him? Yes. Did I have high hopes? Yes. But we
still have high hopes.
We still have high hopes, but this is a revolving door. If you're not convinced of this player, and I'm not convinced, and maybe they're not convinced, it's time to move on. You're going to recuperate some of that money, recuperate it, and then reinvest it.
So how is it that we're having this discussion about Piontek, right? Less than a year since he joined, but we cannot say the exact same, or management cannot say the same things or discussions about Çalhanoğlu. Suso, it's been more 6 months that he's been sucking because he was our best players in the last couple of years, but I don't know. It just seems sometimes we're giving up too fast.
I think so too. I think we are giving up too fast. But unfortunately, in Serie A, you do not have time to sit, especially Milan, does not have time to sit around and hope that he's going to get better. Çalhanoğlu, I'm convinced they're playing him because they want him to do something good, and then we're going to make you move on.
Milan Mo, what do you think is the reason Paquetá does not play anymore under Pioli, and how many goals can the dual Leovic score? Leovic. I think that's a pretty good duo. I don't know how many goals they can score, but
we need them to score, basically.
Why does Paquetá not play? It can be from his mistakes, because other players have made as many mistakes or even more, and they're still playing.
If it's for his mistakes, I would be very disappointed.
You don't think a guy like Ibra is seeing Paquetá on the training is like, I need this guy on the starting pitch?
I don't know.
Would you then go with a 4-3-1-2?
Yeah, but you have to play him in a position where he's dangerous. You have to play him in a position where
he doesn't have to track back.
Defensive responsibilities. Will they be able to do that in Italy? I'm not 100% sure.
But like you were saying the other times, that a lot of the mistakes or the coughing up the ball was because he was way back in the defensive zone where he was giving back the ball, right? But
look,
he has to play the Coppa Italia. He has to play the Coppa Italia.
If he doesn't play Coppa Italia, that means he's not going to be playing anymore. And it's better you sell him.
I agree with that.
But with someone like Paquetá, you got to make him do what he's got to do. You got to live and die by that flair and that pizzazz and that fantasia. But traditionally, and I'm not saying Milan, traditionally, Serie A always looked negatively on fantasia.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a dime a dozen.
That's true.
Totti, Baggio, guys like that, Zidane got a pass.
Yeah.
But everybody else, it was clinical, tactical, surgical. Your position is here. Your zone is here. Cover here, cover there. That's it. There's a dime. There's maybe 5 that I can name off the top of my head who got a pass to all that.
Ronaldo, Brazilian.
But Ronaldo, Brazilian, was a freak of nature.
Yeah, that's true.
Ronaldo was a robot. You give him the ball, no one could take the ball off him because he's too fast. No one could take the ball off him because he's too strong. By the time you catch up to him, the ball's behind the net, and it's better you just stay where you are because it's time to kick off again. Let's face it, guys. The real Ronaldo was a phenomenon.
Christian Espinoza, can we talk about how awesome Benacer is? I love that guy. He's super solid with the ball and doesn't try to do much and fights to win the ball back. I think he would be even better as a center midfielder and would love for us to get a good central defensive midfielder like Tonali. Wouldn't we all? But Benacer is. I think the only thing we've been saying about him is unfortunately yellow cards. But on his defense,
this is bullshit.
On his defense, it's just like even his yellow card the last game that was a bit much.
I'm sorry, it's bullshit.
They had 4 cards on their side. All of a sudden, they had to call one for us. And
he got a card for controlling the ball.
Do you think maybe it's his reputation that he had?
I don't know what it is, but it's ridiculous. If I'm Milan, I'm making a complaint to the referee association saying, "Why are you targeting my player all the time?"
I know he's been left alone in the past. Like we're saying, is that obviously he's been.
Obviously, if you're left alone and you're running and you're tired and you're gonna make a mistake, I don't say all the cards are not warranted. But there's at least half of them are for maybe his first foul.
Yeah.
When someone on the other team has made 5 fouls or 4 fouls,
You're right.
It's like it's not like it's a bone-crushing tackle where, oh my God, we have to go to VAR and see if it's going to be a red card.
Yeah.
He controlled the ball, for Christ's sake. Like, what are we going to do? Why always to him?
What are you saying? Holding a guy's leg down in the box doesn't call.
Apparently, no. Apparently, that's not a card.
That's not a card.
That's not a penalty shot either.
Okay. If Suso is sold by Seb, if Suso is sold in this window, is Politano the only replacement reinforcements in this department?
There's rumors Politano's already at Rome. So
yes.
Forget about Politano.
So it doesn't look like we're buying anybody.
We're not buying anybody. But let's talk about this Politano again.
Yeah.
Can we be so out of tune with soccer and football that we have no choice but to look at Inter's bench, Juve's bench? Come on, guys. There was a rumor swap Suso for Under. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Everybody shat on Galliani.
Yeah.
But Galliani went and yes, he had more money. There was no financial fair play.
The more shaking, the more camera zooms in. I remember.
Sorry. There was no financial fair play. But the guy found some really, really good players. Could it be that I don't know what the scouting is with Milan. I would like, if someone has a contact at Milan, I'm asking this to President. I want to know who our scouts are. And if they're allowed to travel outside of Italy.
And if it's the same scouts that have been working for the last 6-7 years,
we have a major problem.
Yeah.
We have a major problem. The last 6-7 years, a bit of it was because Finvest didn't want to invest anymore. A bit of it was because Berlusconi was on the way out. And a bit of it was because we were completely lost touch with the game.
Do you think, let's think about it. Who was the last diamond in the rough? Would it be Suso? The one that we paid, basically, we never expected anything of Suso. We paid him, under 5 million. Would that be the last one that we got for really on cheap and somehow became...
Yeah, he found him. Did he do good for a couple of years?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
This year, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Last year was half a season. He did a one Veron. He did a one Veron. I call it a Veron. Half a season of world-class play, and then you just disappear.
Andy Falcon asks, who do we put on left wing? Rebic, Bonaventura, Paquetá, Politano, or somebody else? And would you trade Kessie for Politano since Kessie was fantastic? Kessie for Politano.
No,
I don't want no swap. I don't want to see Kessie in.
We did the last swap with Inter. We won.
Which swap was that?
Fernando Coco for Sidor.
No, we've had more swaps than that since that.
What else do we do? We swapped players with Inter.
Like a swap of loan?
Swap.
Didn't we do
I don't remember.
Frank, YouTube.
Swaps.
Pure swaps. Other than
swaps.
Francesco Coco.
Coco for Pirlo.
He's saying but then again on the left wing, who knows what's going to happen?
Rebic is going back to Frankfurt and Hajdovic there.
Where's he going?
Frankfurt and Hajdovic there, where Silva is. Silva.
Eintracht Frankfurt.
Eintracht Frankfurt, where the fuck he's from.
Gino Farino.
Oh, yeah. Michael's right. Cassano Pazzini. Yeah, I remember.
That's what I'm saying. Cassano. Didn't we do the
Yeah,
shit?
we lost on that one.
Yeah, we definitely lost on that one. But it was an interesting way, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Gino Farino, should we sell Piontek? If so, does Maldini Bowman have the courage to spend 40 million on a valuable name to bolster the team? Also, do you think luring in Gasperini from Atalanta is what Milan needs for per Amoyal? He made a lot of good sense, Amoyal, but I think Gasperini, every time he held somewhat of a sette signorine kind of like, if we got to go by that typical, it doesn't seem like he can handle pressure. At Inter, he lasted what?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
3 weeks, but it's not that. It's I think Gasperini fits well with that type of club.
Yeah.
Atalanta is built and works very well with the way that they recruit, develop, and sell. Milan, since the beginning of Milan, we've never been high on recruitment. We've never been high on selling. We're terrible at selling. The Primavera is something that I'm concerned with. We don't have Primavera players that can come in and start. Even Inter, after selling a ton of Primavera players, Zaniolo included in the Nangolan deal, and they still had other players to give out and sell.
But now they're reaping the benefits.
The thing is that there's the new center back Bastone, who's still coming from the Primavera. They have other players that seem to be developing the Primavera. We don't hear that from Milan. We live on this dream that Daniele Maldini will come in and play striker. Come on, guys. Come on. There's a major problem here. And whoever buys this club, my first purchase, we're losing connection. My first purchase would be go to Atalanta, flash the money, take all their scouting, take everything. Take everything. I don't want their players. I want the people who find their players.
That's what we want. Last but not least, James Fricano. Today's game was great. He didn't wait for the Presidente to post. He asked the question right after the game.
Fantastic.
Today's game was great, especially since Suso was not playing. Sorry, I ever thought he was worth keeping. If he won't leave, does that make him the next Montolivo? That's a good one.
Who's this?
If Suso doesn't leave.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
But,
guaranteed. If Suso decides that he's going to start blocking transfers. First of all, Raiola won't make him block a transfer. That's for sure. But
Raiola?
if he did,
Raiola? By the way, Sabrina said that we got Suso for 400,000 K.
That's a good deal. Whatever we sell for him, we're making profit, which is going to be good profit to go against financial fair play. The article that I will read as soon as
Sabrina, please post it so we can share it as we and since we got a couple of minutes left, Steve, you want to pick anybody got questions on the YouTube world? Well, we savor this beautiful grappetta. It's not really
YouTube questions. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
We'll cheer to this one win streak, Steve. 1 win streak.
1 win.
Salud.
Salud.
Why do we do? I tagged you guys. This to ourselves.
It's beautiful.
God damn it. Yeah, Larry, celebratory grappa, but well, actually, we've been having grappa even when we lose. Yeah. So we use any kind of excuse to have grappa.
No, we do not make that grappa, or else we would buy Milan.
Yes, definitely. So any questions coming up from the YouTube? You guys joining us in Milano for Milan versus Juve.
I wish.
David.
Where am I going, David?
You understand that Presidente's got us on a tight leash.
Yeah.
The finances, they're not where we want to be. But we are planning. We're planning, and we're going to have to plan something with all the North American clubs and go, we gather up all in maybe New York, because, we take the direct flight from over there. But will Steve shave his beard into the Zlatan goatee?
Not a goatee kind of guy.
No, Steve's not a goatee guy. So I guess that's about it. For tonight. You're
good. What's the right price for Suso? That's a good question.
Okay.
Gigi La Patate 1.
The right price. Guys, let's be honest. He's had
Anywhere between 15 and 20 million, he's gone.
15 and 20, I take right away.
Yeah.
But guys, don't come at me at 5 million. We sell him right away. I'm not gonna sell Suso for $5 million.
No, that's obvious. That's bad business.
What else do we have? Let Evangelista Sports sponsor it.
If we had someone wanted to know if we have the Zlatan jersey, not yet. I have a jersey. Just need to get the number on.
Evangelista for members, $25 tax in.
Tax in.
Very nice. I think I might take my 2012 jersey over and have some Ibrahimovic over there, because even my jerseys that I thought I can actually iron the letters on, it didn't quite work out. So
Massimo is funny. Atalanta is good. No doubt they run like horses. But remember, their doctor comes from Juventus, 2000 to 2006. Calciopoli. Does that tell you anything?
You could see that.
I would be really, really, really disappointed if Atalanta is some kind of Calciopoli.
Who knows? Who knows? But guys, once again, always a pleasure to have you listen to us. YouTube, stick around for your couple of minutes of Milan Weekly Podcast After Dark.
Brioshki.
Yes, let's go. Your feel good moment would have to be what?
Milan wins.
Milan wins.
Ibra scores.
Ibra celebrating before the ball goes in. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys noticed from over there. That was a great feeling, because it was more of a now again, it's always one game, but it was always to stick it to the haters that, okay, look at Milan getting a 38-year-old. Maldini played it until he was always 40. So, and he was marking Messi like a motherfucker back in 2000.
Mofo.
A mofo. Sorry. How about your indigestion of the week?
Indigestion.
You want to grab his leg?
Can't believe.
Hold him down. He falls. Pepino. No VAR. No, wouldn't that be your indigestion of the week? How do you, Steve? Explain that to me. How do you hold somebody's leg down? And one ref who said no, non ha fatto errore. How did he make a mistake?
I don't know.
You're holding the guy's leg down. Somebody explain that to me.
I don't understand. My indigestion is I don't understand how VAR still is not able to catch everything that the refs unfortunately cannot miss.
This is year 3.
Can we say and give the refs some problem? He was never going to be able to see that?
Never. So why not even go?
But if someone sees that replay, don't they buzz the ref? Bzz, bzz, bzz. You might want to take a look at it. You might.
Sabri, you have an article on how VAR works. Maybe she knows how FFP works. Maybe she knows how the VAR works. Ovunque e sempre, guys. Till next week. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
This is when you play delete. Hold on, guys. We'll be back. Export. There we go. Peppino. Giuseppe. Is it Giuseppe or Peppino? What are we calling it? Guys, I don't know if the video lagged there a couple of minutes ago. Let us know how it was. I know it's been a lot better in the last couple of weeks. Can we see what the people are commenting? You're just a man of a jack of like a Borini.
I want to go home.
Yes.
Tired.
Yes, you do. You're preparing the... So we're playing what? Wednesday? And then Udinese on Sunday. And I think we're playing midweek, are we not? A little, but not much. Lagged at the end only. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Remember, VAR is manned by refs. Yes, we like to understand. Tech managers. Yes, he is. But no, it's the whole VAR, guys. It just doesn't make any sense. We've assumed that if they see something, if a goal, not a goal, if a penalty was called back, remember what game was it that they actually scored? They went to VAR. There was a foul back then. They refused the goal. They went back over there. So what was it about that incident that I don't know. 3:30 a.m. So Gio, where are you from again? Australia? No, 3:30 a.m. He's from. So he's got to be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
3:30 a.m. No, it's a 9 o'clock game, is it not?
Yeah.
So why is it 3:30 for him?
Maybe he's in the West.
Maybe he's answering right now. Inter Parma.
They won.
Yep. So if we do, then again, guys, all these points were all close together. AC Milan. So if we look at what is they saying? 6:30 a.m. Tabarnak.
6:30 a.m.
Carlis.
Udine 6:30.
Gio had to come and ring down on our parade, but it's okay. We're still going to be up, but I'm not sure we're going to go to the bar for Udinese at 6:30 in the morning on a Sunday. We never know. We never know. We have a game every 4 days that we can play. On ESPN2. Yeah, so you're on the West Coast because it's 6:30 over here. Indonesia. What's happening? What's happening? What time is it in Indonesia right now?
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
You know your time zones, Steve.
Probably. Just guessing.
Piontek needs to
score to up his tag, yeah.
So what, Gigi? He's gonna play. He's gonna play on
Coppa Italia, and if he doesn't score, his price goes down. If he scores, his price goes up.
James, we like how you asked the question right away after the game. You didn't wait for no hashtag. You didn't wait for the president
to do it. James.
Good for you. Good for you. But yes, he might become the new Montolivo. What about getting who?
Right back.
But you just want Steve to pronounce these names.
Orziola. Ordiziola. It sounds like something I take when my stomach hurts.
You were right. 10 o'clock in the morning in Indonesia.
Boom.
Steve, I don't know. You were a geographical.
I took a guess. 12 hours difference.
Very good. Very good.
Boom. We're done.
We're done. All right, guys. So once again, thanks. Sorry for the tardiness. We try to make it on time, but the most important thing is whether we're tardy or not is that we're on.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Thank you. We will talk to each other next Monday. We'll have 2 games. We're saying a couple of games every 4 days. Ovunque sempre, guys.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Ciao.
Ciao. End stream. And